happening, gang? It's your boy Retro. We just got back from the gym. I ran to my setup to record this. We are back with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one, as we got disaster striking once again for Congresswoman AOC. Kind of hard to believe, but she's been caught yet again breaking even more laws in this newest update, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so we're going to hop straight into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we can get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Homan responding perfectly and destroying AOC.
Secure the border and save lives.
And so the recommendation of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommend a zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Homan,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're in the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum
Exactly.
is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
Poor Czar Tom Homan. I've done this since 1984. I forgot more about immigration law than AOC will ever know. Tom Homan now coming back with a vengeance, saying that AOC needs to go to prison. Tom Homan said that he's formally asked the DOJ to investigate AOC. The reason why is because AOC is actively assisting criminal aliens to evade U.S. law enforcement. Isn't that remarkable? And she straight up admits it, too. She says so on camera.
Recent dispute, if that's the right word, with Tom Homan, the president's Homeland Security czar, so-called. You held an online forum, a Know Your Rights forum, that he didn't like. What were you doing? What was your goal as you saw it?
My job is to educate and act as a liaison of critical information to my constituents. And I was informing all of my constituents of their constitutional protections, and in particular, their constitutional protections against illegal search and seizure in the United States.
What? Just the arrogance, the pompousness, right? That just ticks me off so bad, guys. I mean, when will she finally be held accountable for her actions? Because she clearly, you can see it by the way her, attitude, it just shows it all on her face. She thinks that she is truly above the law.
Homan was upset, I suppose, because he felt that you were giving advice to people who were here illegally. Were you?
I was giving advice to all of my constituents.
See? That's what I'm saying right there.
She says, I was doing it. By the way, the Constitution only applies to American citizens. Idiot. Right? You like Osama bin Laden can't be like, well, I claim constitutional rights. No, you can't do that. Unless you're an American. She's so dumb. But it gets even worse. Just like with AOC all the time. It gets even worse. It's even dumber. AOC, by the way, has sent a letter to the DOJ asking if she is under criminal investigation, and, well, hot damn, turns out she will be. Get a load of this. Former top-level staffer at AOC's congressional office has deported back to Colombia.
Wait, what?
AOC was employing a criminal alien in her congressional office. How's that even legal?
I was going to say that's illegal in itself.
This criminal alien who's not an American citizen was getting taxpayer-funded salaries and, more importantly, probably access to security, top-secret security information and intel. And now AOC staff are self-deporting back to their actual homes.
Bro, like, this is stuff that I say, you cannot make this kind of stuff up with these loonies on the left. The things that they're doing, we're seeing them trying to go against Donald Trump every step of the way. Every time we look behind the scenes, it doesn't take much digging either. They're always funky, guys. They're dirty. All of them are crooked and corrupt. It shows right here. How are your staffers self-deporting back to Colombia? How were they even on this? I'm about to get upset, y'all.
Illegal immigrant who worked for AOC's campaign has moved to Colombia in frustration over the pace of the progressive immigration reform in the United States. It's bittersweet. I hadn't left the country in 23 years, the age of 7 to the age of 30, says Diego de la Vega. Now I can't go back to the U.S. It feels like exile. It's a very permanent move. But my wife and I are confident that we made the right decision. And after some time, it's been a real pleasure to be here. Adios, de la Vega. Okay. Says that when he was 7 years old, came to the U.S. at 7 years old. How'd you get to the U.S. at 7 years old?
I'm trying to figure it out too. Hold on.
7-year-olds can't even go buy bubblegum by themselves. So how'd you get to the United States? How'd you
From
travel
Colombia.
5,000 miles and get into the United States at 7 years
Come
old,
on.
idiot? Ended up illegally overstaying his visitor's visa. Oh, okay. So he's brought here at 7 years old by adults, and then illegally overstayed his visitor visa. Like, again, a 7-year-old doesn't comprehend these things. Maybe I feel sorry for bro. Maybe bro was part of like some larger scale trafficking operation. Who knows? Who knows? Who the hell knows? It's such a like incestuous, dark, scary thing. Like the Biden administration lost like 500,000 children. What do you think happened there? Yeah.
And they're still lost, guys. And that's what Tom Homan is stressing right now for these sanctuary city mayors that are trying to get away or get in the way. All these officials, not just the mayors, all the officials that are getting in the way. He's speaking, saying, hey, we need to, get out the way. We're trying to locate these children that are still missing. They're lost and missing in this country. God knows what's going on. Prayer goes out to the children. We cannot forget about what this is truly about.
Lost like 500,000 children. What do you think happened there? Don't ask too many questions. Protections are going away regardless of who's in the White House. Strategy is adapted to the modern era. Biden had a trifecta, House, Senate, and White House, and they dropped the ball. De La Vega became politically active in 2010 after the DREAM Act and would have offered a path to legal status for illegal immigrants brought to the U.S. as children, failed to pass the Senate. Despite his illegal status, Diego de la Vega had no trouble rising the ranks of Democrat politics. Isn't that amazing? From 2019 to 2021, he worked as a special assistant for Harlem Assembly member.
How?
And then also for another Congresswoman, Carolyn Maloney.
How?
He signed up with AOC in 2022, holding various positions for the rising to Deputy Communications Director, a post he held until December. According to LinkedIn, Diego's amazing, Ocasio-Cortez told the Migrant Insider. We love him. Reps for AOC did not respond to request. Hold on. So for 3 years, a criminal alien worked for AOC? By the way, Deputy Comms Director is a massive position. AOC has 20 million social media followers, is the most followed Democrat actively serving in Congress today. That's a fact. So this guy had a massive access to American politics, and he's a criminal alien?
Lock her up. Lock these thugs up, guys. I mean, we cannot keep making it. What's the excuse here? I want to know, guys. I really would like to know what these loonies on the left are going to say to cover this one up. What AOC is going to come out to say to defend this. He has a right to work here. He has a right to the American dream like everyone else. I mean, this is absolutely absurd. This news right here, I almost didn't believe it. That's why I ran from the gym to record this, because I already knew AOC was up to no good. How are you back at it again? Oh my God, a person with this much heat on him. You'd have thought she would try to lay low for a little bit, but oh my goodness. It seems to bring itself out. Once you open that box, that Pandora's box, stuff's just going to keep coming out, flowing out. We've seen that time and time again. That's what's happening here.
Who knows what his background is? Who the hell knows? Oh, I was 7 years old and I overstayed my visa. Because this is normal. Just like, who knows? Every 7-year-old could just overstay their visa in a foreign country 10,000 miles away from their actual homeland. It's just normal. Dude, somebody needs to do a full-on, full-scale criminal investigation AOC right now.
It's coming. It's probably already underway, honestly. I would not be surprised.
New York City. Oh, really? Did you tell everybody that you were a criminal alien? That you had presumably access to classified. Look, I know how these. I worked on Capitol Hill for like 10 years. I know how these offices work. This guy had access to classified information, classified data, deep access to one of the most powerful members of Congress in the Democrat Party in a two-party system in America. This is an insanely huge scandal. Sounds like aiding and abetting to me, former illegal immigrant aid to AOC self-deports to Colombia.
She
So
was
AOC
already
ran
doing that.
that nobody is above the law, and she hired an undocumented immigrant. How'd you pay him? We need more information on this.
We need a lot more. We need information on how AOC is still in Congress. Like, the folks of her district ought to be ashamed of themselves. Tell this to those folks. Tell this to the voters of AOC's district. What's truly going on underneath their noses? I mean, she's not even trying to hide at this point. She's blatantly breaking, ignoring our laws in order to cover up for these illegal migrants. I mean, this is what you're voting in. The voters of AOC's district ought to be ashamed. Oh my goodness.
AOC's top staffer was illegal. Should they allow AOC to avoid jail time? Say, AOC staffer allegedly self-deports to Colombia after earning $80,000 a year as illegal criminal aid. So AOC was embezzling taxpayer dollars to pay a criminal alien. So Congress is exempt from requiring Form I-9 when hiring. Yeah, that asks like your country of origin. AOC's illegal alien staffer just self-deported back to Congress, to home country. She should not be even in Congress. This is, we looked up New York law. So it would be like governing the laws of New York and federal law. You're not allowed to hire a criminal alien. You're certainly not allowed to hire a criminal alien on a taxpayer-funded salary. How the hell did this even happen? AOC caught employing an illegal deputy communications director, now self-deported. She must be investigated. How is she paying taxes on him? Did he have a fake social security number? Yeah.
These are all valid questions.
AOC is a trafficker, a legal staffer. AOC deported from the United States. AOC is an illegal immigrant working for her as a congressional staffer. Prosecute AOC. Seriously. AOC team exploited a loophole to keep unauthorized immigrant on staff, paying him through a shady unpaid scheme. When Trump's ICE came knocking, he fled to Colombia. So much
paying him through an unpaid scheme? What is that? Hold on. An unpaid, the comments are open, guys. You got to let me know. I'm still a little bit fresh to the scene of politics. I'm not sure of all the terminology. What is an unpaid scheme? I'm actually going to look that one up.
This is strange. The unpaid, through shady unpaid schemes.
What is that?
I don't understand.
Yo, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Benny Johnson. Definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. Those who want to go over there, check that entire thing out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Benny Johnson tons of love and support. He's a great guy. Oh my goodness. Talk about busted in a major way. Congresswoman AOC doing the unthinkable, getting caught hiring illegal migrants to work on her staff in our federal government. This is absolutely insane news. I mean, some of this stuff I break and I'm like, okay, that's a little bit shocking. But stuff like this right here, you cannot even make it up. AOC, it seems like she's going out of her way to find illegals to stuff in her staff at this point with, I think it's, two now? That's 2 folks that she's came out and admitted to being illegal migrants inside of her staff. I don't know, guys. It seems like she's going out of her way to employ, give an opportunity to folks that are not even legal citizens of this country. Oh my goodness. And then she cries that everyone else is breaking the law. What Donald Trump is doing is unconstitutional. What Tom Homan is doing is unconstitutional. She's out here helping, aiding and abetting to help them dodge, evade the ICE raids, the deportation efforts of Tom Homan. And on top of that, she's breaking even more laws within her position. I'm gonna leave it alone, guys. I'm gonna stop here right there. Y'all up in the comments section, y'all let me know y'all frustrations and y'all thoughts on this. What should happen there? Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We